Patrick, a couple of nice winners for you over the weekend. Let's start with Future Prospect in Famous Silks, and she looked pretty smart. What sort of feel did she give you?
She gave me a great feel. She got quite on her toes in the parade ring, and she was quite keen down to the start. So, look, it was dry ground, and we were on the inside track and fairhouse rather than the outside track, so there was no obvious pace, so I just elected to bang out the gate and let her settle by going forward. I had actually wanted to stay down the inside and kind of nip in and out a bit, but she was lugging a little left, so we ended up down the middle of the track, which was fine. She had a good look at the... She didn't actually have a look at the gate. It was just when I had to steer her around the bend past the stands, because it's a very tight bend, and when I had to really steer her, she just cocked her jaw a little bit. But you know, I kept the pace honest across from the 5 to the 3, where normally in fairhouse you'd be taking the back on heavy ground. But when I gave her a squeeze, you know, the change of gear she showed took me pleasantly by surprise. And obviously the Elliott horse lends the form a good bit of substance. She was placed in the listed Navan bumper. And the second mare was second in a bumper. She'd had 2 runs in hurdles, but in Ireland, if you see a horse going for a bumper after having 2 runs in hurdles, you can usually draw a line through the hurdle runs. So I think the form looks very strong, and she's obviously got a huge engine. And look, her you know, there's a lot of talk about Order St. George. This is the first one I've sat on. So he might live up to the hype.
Talking about hype, you rode the new Weatherby's Champion bumper favourite on Sunday, Kalypso'chance, trained by Gordon Elliott in the Gigginstown Silks. Did he give you the feeling of a horse who's worthy of that sort of position in the Cheltenham market?
Oh, he did, yeah. Gordon had texted me earlier in the week just to he saw Willie had nothing in, and it's a listed race you can't claim in it. So he just said I might have a second horse for you. I said that's fine, no problem at all. So Harry was in the unenviable position of making the choice. So I was telling Harry Swan afterwards, says don't worry, I says I have plenty of experience of picking the wrong one too. But no, look, I think obviously the horse I rode, Kalypso'chance, isn't flashy at home. I mean, look, he was a relatively cheap point-to-point boy out of England, by Mass Marble. He was plenty keen. Like, we went a good gallop. The time is significantly faster than the hurdle races, but again, it's dry ground. It's not the normal. I mean, it was 3:55. Normally, the times in Navan in December could be 4:10, 15, even 4:20. So that's just the season we've had. But he travelled really strongly all the way. And once I pulled him out, you know, he's in Punchestown, he looked like a galloper, whereas he showed a turn of gear in Navan, and he sets the standard in the bumper field at the moment. So I wouldn't mind getting called up to ride him again, but I have a funny feeling Harry won't be choosing that over him next time.
Just a quick line, Patrick, on Majborough winning chasing debut on Saturday. I'd imagine the team loved that performance.
Oh yeah, I mean, geez, he fenced superbly. I don't know, was it he missed one down the back, but I think at the next one then was it the maybe 4th last, Mark gave him a squeeze and he just took 2 lengths out of the field. And you know, Tully Hill and Asian Master, it was essentially a grade 2. There's been weaker grade 1s ran. You know, Tully Hill and Asian Master have grade 1 form. So, but it's always interesting. He's stepping out of his juvenile division, taking on horses from the novice division. So, you know, he's taking on a whole new pool of horses. You're trying to find out the relative strength and depths in each one. So for him to come and beat 2 high-class older horses like that, you know, we can't believe what he's been showing us with his physique all along. And he just keeps just pulling it out of the bag. So we can't wait to see where the limit is with him.